Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal, episode 216. Episode 216. Right before we went live, I saw something, Armand, and I wonder if we can show it. It's right over here. Take a look at this, you guys. This is a dinette that's in production right now. We're in the cabinet shop here at Marathon. Some of the best cabinetry work you're going to see in a coach is built right in this room right here. And speaking of this room, I want to show you, I started an Instagram, and if you look right here, if you look right there, I took a picture of our production floor at night. Go on and go to Instagram and follow Marathon Mondays with Mal, all one word. Anyway, what a cool piece to see before it's been finished, before it's been laminated. A lot of wood goes into it. Some of the woods are lighter woods, and some of the woods are a stronger, harder wood, depending on where it needs to be. But really neat to see it in production. We're going to go over, excuse me, we're going to go over, hey fellas.
How you doing?
Good. Come on this way, Armand. We're going to go this way. We're going to go into service today. And we are going to look again at Coach 0546, which is I believe it's a 99, and it is in here for a major reimagining. And here we are. We just came from the main production floor, or the cabinet shop. On Armand's left, my right, or your camera's left, is the laminate shop. I can actually open the door and you can peek inside here. There's the laminate shop right there, you guys. And then on the other side of that wall, on that southern wall of that room, is the hard surfaces, or where the Corian shop is. It's really cool to see. So you got 4 coaches behind Armand and 2 down here, and a couple of slots where there's coaches outside, but a very busy service department. And we're going to go inside this coach right now and take a look at the progress in Coach 0546. I think you guys will remember we talked about what's gonna happen with this coach, from the flooring to the styles to the valances to the lighting to the TVs. Lots of things going on. And right behind me you can see Greg and Wes. Wes is working on the floor. Greg's working on the styles and valances right now. But these valances right over here are really cool to look at. So basically what you've got is a piece like this that's going to go up against the very top towards the ceiling. And this part's going to have a shell covering to it. This is going to be laminated, this is going to be upholstered. And when we go inside, you're going to see actually a finished portion of this. Because what they do is they take this shell. This is actually slices of real shell, and they put it in here. This goes to the upholstery shop, but right now Greg is building these from hand. Then he'll fit them up there, make sure they fit and are ready to be upholstered, and he just wants to make sure that all pieces are correct before they go to the upholstery shop. So as you can see, Armand is showing you a really good shot right now of this valance before it gets installed. It's already been fitted inside, gone up to the upholstery shop where they wrap this portion right here. That shell covering has been glued in, and there are lights inside also that make it really light up. And Greg was nice enough to light it up for us inside the coach. I see Landon over there. What are you working on? A barbecue? Nice. One of the biggest upgrades that we see in the bays, Landon's actually working on over here. That is a barbecue cabinetry. It's probably going to have, is it going to have a refrigerator also?
Refrigerator, grill.
It's got a grill, it's got a refrigerator, probably a couple of drawers. But that's one of the things, especially when you buy a new coach, that's one of the things that you see quite frequently in either Bay 1 or Bay 2. but that's what Landon is working on over there. Let's go inside and take a look at this. All right, so if you guys will remember, the customers on this coach went with this black onyx floor, and you can see this entire side is already laid and set. And then there's a center beam right here that makes sure that everything stays in position while they are setting it. And I think these pieces move back, or they move them as need be. Now, the valances that we were talking about, there it is, installed and lit up. Isn't that beautiful? What a great upgrade to a coach. A 22-year-old Marathon, Coach 0546. These are the things that you can do, whether it be at our Florida, our Texas, or here in Coburg at the World Headquarters. These are the type of upgrades you can make to a coach, and this coach 0546 is a great example of that. The talent that we have at these locations are just amazing, and these are great upgrades that you can make. It's going to be done right in these buildings, because especially here in Coburg, this is where the coaches were built. This being a 99, and this building was built in 94 before we moved across town. It's just the right place to come to remodel your coach. If you want your coach remodeled and reimagined correctly, you bring it back to Marathon. That's just my opinion. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I ain't right. This is another cool thing that I just love seeing in our older coaches, is the glassware. We don't necessarily do the glassware anymore, and I wish we did. I think the curios now are more used for decor, but Armand is giving you a great shot of a full set of glasses. And then we can venture back here just a hair and get a good shot. The floor has all been prepped, and they are laying the tile. It's going to be a ton of work done in this coach. It's going to be really exciting to see when it is completed. But also the backsplashes. This is one thing I saw Rob last week working on. I was walking through our service department, and I saw Rob, the heavenly hands of Rob Angelo, standing over some backsplash tile, and he was staring at it and staring at it. And I came over and I said, "What are you doing, man?" And he says, "Making sure that I got the right blend and mix." He wanted to make sure that it looked correct. The two pieces that he was putting together had to correspond to each other. That type of attention to detail is something you get at our Marathon service department, especially when you do a reimagining. They want to make it look, and Steve Irvin told me this darn near my first week here 4 years ago. We'd like to do our remodels so that coach looks like that's the way it was originally built. That's the way the coach was originally intended and engineered. And that has stuck with me. Not to mention several things that I have learned that first week, but that has really stuck with me, because that's what we do. We build these coaches initially a certain way, and then when someone comes and reimagines it, we certainly want it to look like that's the way it was originally intended or engineered. And so it's not a makeshift repair, it's not a makeshift redo. It's done correctly. That's the way it should be done. I was hoping to see those backsplash tiles that Rob had laid out, but I guess we'll just hold those for you on the next one. Let's go this way. Armand, are we okay to walk out the back door to the outside?
Yep.
I want to show you guys something that's coming to a Marathon Monday episode probably in a couple of weeks. Maybe not this coming Monday, maybe in a couple of weeks. Let's head on back down here. When I was walking through, I love this red coach right here. XL2. It's a good-looking coach. Hey, Don. That's Coach 1147. Don there's working on the windows. Coach 1314. Yeah, there's a big head of me up there on the wall. But we're going to go all the way back out this door because I want to show you something that I'm going to be showing you guys and bringing to you in the next couple of weeks. While I'm at it here, walking through this door, don't forget the way to get a hold of me, malw@marathoncoach.com, but also on my personal Facebook page, Marathon Mondays with Mal, or as I told you at the beginning, at the top of this show, go to my Instagram. The new Instagram for this show is Marathon Mondays with Mal. And I've got a little bit of content in there. So, Marathon Mondays with Mal, all one word. We're now on Instagram. I want to bring you guys more content, more fun stuff. Some Pete Sutton, our head of marketing, was talking about reels, little videos and stuff. This is what I want to show you. We're going to be bringing you a tour of this coach in the next couple of weeks. That's Coach 1306. That's a 2020, I believe that's right. That's a 2020 marathon. That is a bunk coach, and it is for sale. So if you're interested in getting into a late model that just got traded in, we're going to be showing you Coach 1306, a traded in bunk coach. This is a coach that we did show on the Marathon Mondays a couple of years ago. And so it's going to be exciting to show you. I can't show it to you yet because it's just not ready. But 1306. And you can go back and look at a previous episode. You can go back and look at a previous episode of it on Marathon Mondays from a couple of years ago. Now, before we get out of here today, I've got to tell you, speaking of a couple of years ago, Armand came to us, the guy behind the camera right there. This is his final week with Marathon, and we're going to miss him. He's brought a lot of talent and creativity, not only to this show, but to all the videos that Marathon does. So a big thanks to Armand bringing and stepping up our game. Before Armand, you guys know that we had Todd, a very talented videographer. He stepped our game up. Then Armand came and stepped it up even further. Lots of talent, and so we wish him well. He's leaving to go do to another position with another company doing video work, right, Armand?
Commercial filmmaking.
Commercial filmmaking. So we wish him well. He won't be a stranger because he'll be still local to us here. So you won't be able to hear or see him on our videos, but we will be able to stay in touch with him. So good luck to Armand. We will definitely miss him because he definitely, how many times is definitely in there? He definitely stepped our game up when it comes to our videos. So a big thanks to you, Armand. You're going to be missed not only on Mondays, but throughout when we do our videos, whether it be at Florida, Texas, or here at the mothership. Be yourself and do good things. We'll see you next Monday for episode 217. Get ready to see 1306 again because it's for sale. All right, you guys, take care.